In today's uMMORPG tutorial, we are going to be going over authentication with PlayFab. So let's get right into the video. Welcome back to the Unity MMO Creators channel, where we are all about the business and tech of independent MMO development. If you are new to the channel, then please consider subscribing to the channel and click on the notification icon so you will always be notified whenever I upload new content. In today's video, we are going to be going over authentication using PlayFab, so let's get right into the video. Alright, so here we are inside Visual Studio. I've gone ahead and created the PlayFab Manager. Now, we are going to, for the PlayFab Manager, we are going to need a login method, and we're going to need a registration method. So let's go ahead and create those methods now. Now, the login method is going to take in two strings, one for the username and one for the password. Now, PlayFab has a number of ways that you can authenticate, and so we're going to be using one specific way. You can log in using Facebook. You can log in using Congregate if you're making a web build, and there's a number of other ways. There's one specific way that we're going to be using. Alright, so we add in our using PlayFab statement. Now it's the PlayFab client API that we want to be using. And it's the login with PlayFab. Now, login with PlayFab takes in a login with PlayFab request. And then it takes in a result callback and an error callback. Now, inside this request, there is a username. Variable, which you would put as equal to username. And then it has the password variable. Now we're going to create onLogin success, and that is going to take a login with doesn't take in a login result. And then we're going to do a generic on error method. And that's going to take in a PlayFab error. And that will have the string. We'll have the error message and error details, which for now we are just going to debug out log error. Error message. Alright, so that's all there is to the login method. Now we're going to create the registration method. And the register method is going to take in a string for the username, password, and email address. Alright, so now we're going to create a new register PlayFab user request. And that request has a username variable. It has a password variable. And it has a email variable. And then PlayFab client API dot register PlayFab user, and then the request. And again, it has a result callback and an error callback. So now we'll do public void on register success. And that takes in a register PlayFab user result. So then now for the two callbacks, we'll do the on register success and on error again. And that's it for the register method. Now, on login success, we are going to do game manager dot instance switch game state, and we will go to character selection state. Same with once it registers the player then it automatically locks them in. So on register success, we will do the same. We'll send the player to the character selection. Now, the PlayFab Manager we're going to want as a singleton. So we'll do a public static PlayFab Manager, and then instance will equal that to null. And then we can create the awake method. And instance will be equal to this. Now we're going to just create a very basic login UI. We'll need an input field. This is going to be for the username. And then we'll just duplicate that, and it will be for the password. Drag that one down. Alright, so now we're going to create a new script for login GUI. And we'll go ahead and attach that to the canvas. Now, one of the things that I like to do is I like to decouple the GUI code from the game logic code. So to do this, we are going to create an event. We'll do a public delegate void on login event, and it will take in the username and the password. So then public static on login event on login. And now we're going to do a public void login clicked. And then we can see if on login is null or not. And then if it's not, then we can call on login. Then now we can pass in the password, the username, and the password. Then the PlayFab Manager, we associate the login method with the onLogin event from the login GUI. Now we're going to go and just test this out. In the game manager, we can attach the PlayFab Manager. And then let's play. Now we're going to get an error with this because the account doesn't exist. Alright, now we need to set up the button to actually call the method. So we add the canvas to the onClick, and then login GUI, and login click. Now this should work. Alright, and we're getting the error invalid input parameters because it's not a valid account. Alright, in part 2, we will go over the on registration and getting that all set up. So that will be the next video. For this video, I hope you found some helpful hints here, and we will finish up the PlayFab Manager and getting the registration working in tomorrow's video. So until then, see you later.